I think we all know the significance of dogs in video games. Whenever we encounter one, it's hard not to be filled with happiness. No matter what the game's world is like, dogs provide a source of friendship and joy, much like in real life. I think it's interesting to look at all the different types of dog interactions that can be found in video games. Sometimes you can pet the dog, sometimes you can play fetch with the dog. Sometimes you can pick the dog up, and sometimes you can go on a journey with the dog and form an emotional bond with it. But in all of these interactions, the dog is an NPC. The player engages with it but can't control it directly. And that's what makes Okami special. In Okami, you play as the white wolf Amaterasu, goddess of the sun. You are not the dog's companion, you do not meet the dog during your journey, you are the dog. To me, the decision to make the main character of the game a wolf is monumental. There are so many interactions that happen that could never happen if the player was human, and that's one of the many things that makes Okami so unique. To start off, it allows for Amaterasu to have so much personality. You wouldn't think it at first, looking at those dot eyes, but it's true. From falling asleep during conversations, to the way she reacts to other characters, her being a canine allows for her to possess a unique personality that we don't only see a few times. We see it throughout the whole game because, again, she's who you play as. But the biggest impact that being the dog has is gameplay. There are so many things you can do in Okami that you wouldn't be able to do if Amaterasu was human. For example, you can dig up treasure, and bark at stuff. Even better, you can pick up stuff, even other dogs. Amaterasu's tail even acts as the celestial brush, which is used to draw paintings that affect the world around you. Plus, being a dog allows you to understand what other dogs in the game are saying. This reveals that they are very relatable characters. Lastly, I believe that being the dog changes the feel of the game. I'll try to explain what I mean. Wolves are super powerful, right? They're fearsome beasts. So give one a bunch of awesome powers to collect, and by the end of the game, you'll feel unstoppable. Even the simple act of running around the map feels godly. And that wonderful whoosh that happens when you jump. And don't even get me started on battles. And actually, speaking of battles, at the end of every boss battle, Amaterasu gives an epic victory howl, filling you with a satisfying sense of victory. So I guess what I'm saying is, Okami lets you play as the dog and it does it right. Being a speechless four-legged canine gives the game a unique feel that isn't found in a lot of other games. And with great mechanics, sound design, animations, and story, you've got something really special. There is another game where you play as the dog, The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. But the problem with this game is that you're the dog only part of the time. And during the segments where you are the dog, most of your power doesn't come from you, it comes from your companion, Midna. Instead of embracing the powers that a Twilight Wolf could have, it makes the source of your power come from something else. I'm in no way saying that it isn't cool, and I'm definitely not saying that Twilight Princess is a bad game, but what I am saying is that when it comes to being the dog, it falls short. I do think the Howling Stones are awesome, and making people run away from you in fear is endless fun, but for the most part, the game doesn't really take advantage of having the player become a wolf. Okami, on the other hand, does. Your powers come from you alone, and you can keep doing dog stuff throughout the whole game. To me, being the dog makes a huge difference. It sets Okami apart from the other games, and it's part of the reason why it's one of my all-time favorite video games. If you've never played it, you need to fix that right now. It's on basically any platform you can imagine, so go ahead and give it a try. It has an amazing story, beautiful graphics that never age, super fun gameplay, and, above all else, you play as the dog.